the Zest. Teju, your host here. I'm so excited about today's episode. We have such an incredible guest. I have Lesli Williams, who is an advanced Theta healer. She's also an advanced Reiki teacher and also teaches meditation. She is just literally a wealth of knowledge and abundance and Zen, and she's going to talk about how she got into Theta healing. She's actually going to lead us through getting to Theta, which I'm so excited about. So without wasting any more time, Lesli, thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited that you're here, and thank you for taking the time.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be here today and to put you in contact with the wonderful world of Theta healing.
I'm so excited. I've never done Theta healing before, so I'm more thrilled because this will be the first time for me and maybe a lot of members of the audience. So excited for you to share your teachings and wisdom. Let's just jump in. How did you get started into Theta healing? I know that you've been a life coach, you've done so many things in your career. Walk us through your journey, and then how did you get introduced to Theta healing to begin with?
I was born with a lot of physical issues as a child. I have a twin sister. She was perfect. And
no way.
I had so many issues, heart issues, my legs were crooked. I have eye issues. I went through so much since a very young child. But I had a feeling. I remember this feeling of wanting to heal, wanting to get better, wanted so much that connection to the intention of getting better. And that is how it started, I can tell you, because once I overcame everything, all that drama from being a child who just wanted free to run, for example, that stick to me. And then I became a business coach. And after that, I became a life coach, a Reiki practitioner, and I always wanted to serve people. And when I found Theta healing, I found my purpose. And the reason why is because Theta healing comprises everything. It works with the client as a whole. So it works in the spiritual level, it works in an emotional level, it works on the physical level and the mental level. So that's how I found myself. And I say, okay, that's it. That's me. And that feeling that I had when I was a child became alive again. The intention, the connection, healing first myself, right? And then help my clients to find healing.
I love it. I love it. For people who don't know, what is Theta healing?
I always like to do this analogy, and it's just taking different approach so you can understand better. So if, for example, when we have a pain, for example, I'm going to use my example. I was dealing with sciatica issues, right? So in traditional medicine, if we have an issue, we go to the doctor and they treat us the part of the body that we have the issue, right? So I went to the doctor to heal my sciatica. They gave me some muscle relaxer, and then I had that infection on my nerve. And then Theta healing, or the holistic approach, the difference in between the holistic approach and the traditional approach is that the holistic approach, as I mentioned before, looks deeply the being as a whole. So Theta healing looks the being in an emotion level. What is the root of that sciatica? Is that on a spiritual level? Is that on a physical level? Is that an emotional level? Is that on a spiritual level, right? So it goes straight to the root, the cause. And how it does it? If we think about, for example, the new science and the wonderful discovering about quantum physics. So when the scientists discovered quantum physics, what they discover is that basically the difference in between the approach regarding the cells that they had before, which was matter, became now energy. So they were able to find out that a cell is made of energy.
Right.
So if you think that we are trillions of cells, we are made of trillions of cells in our body,
Right.
we are energy,
Right.
right? So this is the first step to understand. So if I understand that I am trillions of cells and I am energy, according to the way I perceive the things outside in our environment, what I put my consciousness in, I'm going to send a signal to my subconscious mind. In my case, regarding the sciatica, was a belief that I didn't feel supported. So right back in my childhood, when I deal with all those physical issues, even if my parents were so loving and they care so much for me,
Right.
in between 0 to 7 years of age, a child is running in theta. That means that the waves of the brain are operating in between 4 to 7 cycles per second. What that means? It means that the child doesn't have consciousness yet. She doesn't have, or he doesn't have, the analytical mind develop, right? So they just do what? Downloads. And what are these downloads? They will become, in the end of life or later life, limiting beliefs. So something happened in my childhood with my legs, and I didn't feel supported.
Right.
And I had that download. I didn't feel supported, right? So imagine if you have trillions of cells in your body, right? And I, for years and years and years, unconsciously, because it's a belief that is stored in my subconscious mind. So every time I lived something and I perceived something in the world outside that I interpreted as not being supported, I send that signal to my subconscious mind. And then my subconscious mind send that signal, okay, that drain of energy to my sciatica. And after years of repeating this program, because the subconscious mind is like a tape recorder, it just records data all the time, right? And when we realize we are running in automatic mode, right? So that's why I took medication and I still had the pain. And I would wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning with pain in both legs. And I did different treatments and nothing would work. And then I found Theta Healing. And then I studied Theta Healing. So now I explain to you how the modality works. So Theta Healing was created by Vianna Steibel. Is this wonderful lady that lives in Montana. And in the 90s, she was dealing with a terrible pain that was diagnosed as a cancer. And back in the day, like 20 something years ago, they told her, look, there's nothing we can do.
Right.
But she was born a psychic. So she started to develop this technique and apply on herself. And she was able to heal her cancer. Because she was able to get in theta. Remember, theta is the state that is very slow. We are operating in 4 to 8 cycles per second. So any command that we give to our subconscious mind when we are in theta, it's done. Right? So that's what Theta Healing does. So it takes the client to a theta state. So the subconscious mind is open, right? And then it gives, and everything in Theta Healing is made by the energy of the creator, the source, the God, whatever you believe. because we have a field of energy, of pure energy, right? That it's in everything.
Right.
So the command it's given to your subconscious mind. And as for the first time, you're going to stop, for example, and say, yes, I want that belief to be canceled. You are telling your subconscious mind for the first time, stop with 30 years of, I'm not feeling supported, right?
Right.
And then you have all this field of energy, pure energy, and the cells, they are related to the belief, that belief are just waiting, please give me some love.
Right.
I want this. I
Right.
want this. Right? And then you and the creator and God do it together. This is the first step, to tell the subconscious mind, it's enough. Let's cancel this belief.
Right.
And then the second part of the session is what we call downloads. And then we do downloads to your subconscious mind, new downloads. So imagine all those networks of cells, right, that were related to that belief, and they were draining energy so much for such a long time, now are receiving a boost of energy.
Right.
New information, new pure unconditional loving information.
Right.
So I told my subconscious mind, cancel that limiting belief, cancel, right? I'm not feeling supported. It's being canceled from my subconscious mind. And now I know how it feels to feel supported from the perspective of the creator. I know how it feels to walk in my life with my legs feeling supported from the source, from the unconditional love around. So we are going to the root, the cause. That's what I explained. The holistic approach, it goes to the root.
Right.
And I gave you an example of a physical issue. But Theta Healing can be applied for everything.
Right.
Because everything that we have is attached to our limiting beliefs.
Especially
right?
now, all the trauma that we're going through collectively as a society with COVID and, unrest and, now is the time to figure out, like, what are those beliefs that are triggering some of our reactions to some of these world
Exactly.
Interesting.
Exactly.
What was your first experience? So you had sciatica, and then how did you discover Theta Healing? Was it through a workshop? Someone recommended it to you? And what was that first experience like?
It was through a friend, and I was searching for something that would fulfill my purpose. And I've been in spiritual relate to spirituality for all my life, and I wanted to serve people. So a friend of mine recommended me a session.
Okay.
So I did a session with a Theta healer, and then I fall in love and I said, okay, this is my purpose. This is it. So that is how I started, and I got all this different certifications. And then I started, and it's just a purpose, because it's an approach that if it's helping the client to understand that we are wonderful, that all the answers for everything that we have is here, right? That we receive everything from the creator, and any challenge that we face in life, it can be healed by just closing our eyes, looking inwards, and going to the state of disconnecting from the world outside. And then it's giving ourselves unconditional love for ourselves, and step by step getting to this beautiful, wonderful world. It's to get to know yourself and fall in love with yourself.
I love it. I think that falling in love with yourself and building that, deepening that relationship with yourself is so important.
Exactly.
And it's like such a key stone to life. Now, I know that you use Theta Healing, but then also you talked about earlier when we were just catching up, Reiki as well. So walk our viewers through what
Yes.
Reiki is, and then how do you use it in conjunction with Theta Healing?
As I mentioned before, we are energy, right?
Right.
And you might be familiar with chakras, which are the 7 points or centers of energy that we have.
Right.
Reiki basically uses the field, the energy field, the pure energy field, and the practitioner is just an instrument to deliver to the client that pure energy in every chakra, right? So, for example, when I was dealing with my sciatica, all the information that I was sending, it was close to my belly button, right? Which is our second chakra, right? It's our navel chakra. And then I was draining energy from that chakra, right? So Reiki does that. Reiki helps to balance the energy in our energy fields, because we treat our bodies organically, but we are energy. You know what I mean? We are energy. Yes. So so with some clients, according to their needs, if they feel like I also use Reiki. I do like half of the session Theta Healing and another half Reiki as well, because everything can be done through Zoom, or distance, and because it's energy.
Right. Right.
And all we need is just to open ourselves.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. Now, I know you're going to lead us through Theta Healing, but before we go dive into that, what I would love to know, just what are other tools that you use to live out? I mean, you're so radiant and you have just such a positive energy and light. And what are other tools other than Theta Healing? And I know you do meditation and Reiki. What are some other things that are helpful to you that may be helpful to, some of our viewers?
Basically, every morning it's look inwards and be with yourself,
Right.
and allowing and whatever it's your belief. As I mentioned before, just find something that it speaks with your heart. In my case, is God. and have that moment of connection with the truth and the unconditional love. And I started this 5 years ago with a beautiful spiritual being that helped me. So it's just something that I do every day. It's a prayer, meditation, and whatever people want to call, but it's giving yourself the priority. And just that moment, 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day, an hour, just to be with yourself, just to appreciate whoever gave you this beautiful life. And I mean, spiritually, not only physically, right? But who create this beautiful Mother Earth that we live in, and the birds and the animals, and, just being the moment. And being present and look at the trees and just be there. Just try to, even with your eyes open, decompress 5 to 10 minutes from all the agenda, all the world outside, and just that moment. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. And we all need so much of that now. We all need so much.
Exactly. Yes. Yes, and people are very sensitive right now. It's a very sensitive moment, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity to find healing, to, in these moments when we are living the chaos, when we are living challenges in this beautiful planet that we live. It's also good to remember there's so much goodness. There's so much kindness in this beautiful world. There's so much love, in this still. in this beautiful world that we live, and just giving ourselves the opportunity to try the different approach, in the middle of the chaos. And I think we are being challenging in our trust, to have faith, right? To trust in life,
for sure.
to understand this moment.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that you said that, having faith that there is so many beautiful, a lot of times it's easy to focus on the bad or the negative. But the world, there is so much good and love, and as you're saying, and shifting our focus on those things that are positive makes all the difference sometimes. Love it, love it. Now, I don't want to delay. I'm so excited to go through my very first Theta Healing experience. So I'm going to turn it over to you to lead us through.
Okay.
I am so excited about this. So I'm your lead us through Theta Healing.
So what we're going to do right now, it's basically what we call the 7 planes of existence meditation. It's the traditional meditation in Theta Healing that we use to guide the client to the Theta state. Okay. So when it's very important, and this is for your audience too, to always have your eyes closed. Why? Because when we are now, for example, we have our eyes open. So our brains are operating in beta. Beta is a state of consciousness, alert, right? When we close our eyes, then the brain automatically is going to start to run a little bit slow, and according to how we go up in the meditation, you're going to get to Theta. And then once we get to Theta, we're going to give commands of unconditional love to yourself, right? And all you do, this is important, is once I'm going to say it out loud, and you, in the silence of your heart and your mind, you repeat to yourself. That's all you do. And then you allow yourself to live this moment. And what I always tell my clients is that Theta Healing is all about you and the Creator. I'm just guiding you, right. So the intention, think of what is your intention for today? What is your intention for yourself with this meditation? And give yourself that gift of love. That's all we need.
So beautiful. Okay, I'm excited. I'm sitting here.
Are you ready?
I'm gonna get comfortable now.
Yes.
Okay, I am
really comfortable. Taking a deep breath and connecting with your heart, your beautiful heart, and just hear your life pulsing. And with every inhale, you become more and more aware of your beautiful heart. And taking another deep breath in, I want you to imagine a beautiful bright energy right in the center of Mother Earth. Our beautiful Mother Earth that is always there for us, giving all the love from the oceans, from all the nature for us to use, and never asking anything back. And from the center of the Mother Earth, this beautiful bright energy starts to travel up, and is traveling up through the rocks from the center of Mother Earth, the crystals, and going up higher and higher into the soles of your feet. And you feel this energy of pure unconditional love from Mother Earth, traveling up through your calves, your knees, flying up to your waist, and is opening all the cells, all the molecules, everything in that area that want to receive so much this pure love. And this energy is traveling up now. It's in your gut, and it's opening everything in there to receive all the healing. And it's traveling up through your spine, through your chest. Open your heart wide, 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 with all the love from Mother Earth, connecting your heart with this beautiful energy. And now it's going up through your throat, and it's opening everything there, so you can speak your truth with compassion, with love, with truthfulness. And this energy is traveling up now, and it's right in the middle of your head. And it's opening the pineal gland in your head and your master self, so you can send all the love in the universe to all the cells in your body. And this beautiful energy from Mother Earth now is opening your third eye chakra, wide between your eyes, so you can see through the veil, and all the information that you need to receive and clarity maybe come to you. And this energy travels up now. It's above your head. And now you see a beautiful ball of light right above your head. Step in. This is your ball of light. And now you are inside of your ball. And you can feel protected. You feel loved. You feel secure in your ball of light. Taking a deep breath in, allowing yourself to see your inside, allowing yourself to see and perceive the colors of your ball of light. And now the ball and yourself starts to travel up. And your beautiful ball of light is traveling up through the room into the beautiful blue sky. And you can see all the beautiful clouds, and you're going up higher and higher and higher, crossing the atmosphere of the earth. And you are now in the beautiful solar system of our universe. And you can see our beautiful blue planet down below, traveling higher and higher through the Milky Way, looking around the stars and planets in the beautiful universe. And you are part of all of this beautiful universe, going up higher and higher to a beautiful bright light, a darker light, a bright light, and now into a beautiful golden light, where the ascended masters, angels, archangels welcome you with all the unconditional love of the universe. And they are gently sending you up higher and higher into a beautiful jelly-like substances that have the colors of the rainbow. And you are traveling through it. And these are the laws of the universe. And you are traveling up through the law of attraction, the law of time, the law of truth, going up higher and higher into a pink mist layer that embraces your ball of light. And this is the compassion law. And all the compassion in the universe now is surrounding your beautiful ball of light. And you feel so much love. And your ball goes up higher and higher. And you can see now a bright, iridescent light. It is a window, a door. Go through it. This is your portal. And now you are in the seventh plane of existence. And you are part of all that is. This beautiful, iridescent, pure light. Your ball dissolves and you start to make part of all that exists. This is the energy that creates everything. Is the creator energy. Is the pure, unconditional, loving energy that created all the universe, its planets, its beautiful beings, and yourself. It's the energy of pure, unconditional love that gave you life. And now you feel connected. You feel that you are part of this beautiful energy. You feel grateful for the life that you are. You feel love. And taking a deep breath in, you allow all this to come in. And I'm going to give you a command out loud. And you are going to give the same command in the silence of your heart. Taking a deep breath in, connecting with the intention that you have for today. The beautiful intention in your heart that you have for this moment. And we're going to ask the Creator now, Creator of all that is. It is commanded and requested that pure unconditional love being sent now to all cells of Teju's body in the highest and best way. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, show me. And just take a deep breath in and just witness a beautiful iridescent light energy entering your body from the top of your head, allowing all this unconditional love to take over all the cells of your body, allowing and trusting that you are energy, pure loving energy, being in this moment. This is your moment, connecting with your truth, with your highest truth, and witnessing all this unconditional love that exists to yourself now, that you deserve, that you came into this planet as a child of this energy. Looking around in this pure iridescent light energy and feeling grateful and connected with all this unconditional love. Taking a deep breath in, telling to yourself that you trust, that you allow, that you desire. And another last look around and feeling the energy of creation that you are part of, giving all the credit to the Creator and all the love and gratitude for everything that you receive and that you're going to take with yourself today. And taking another deep breath, you step back into your beautiful ball of light. Seeing your ball, feeling protected and feeling so connected to the unconditional love that you are with the Creator. Your beautiful ball of light starts to travel down and is traveling down through the law of compassion. And once again, you are embraced with all the compassion in the universe. Going down, traveling through the laws of the universe, the jelly-like substances, into a golden layer of light. And all the ascended masters, the angels, the archangels, are sending you down with so much love and care. And you see the bright light, the darker light, the bright light, and you are back into the Milky Way, feeling connected with the universe that you know that you're part of, all the energy, and seeing the beautiful planets in the solar system, and you see our beautiful Mother Earth, and you're traveling through the atmosphere back into the beautiful blue sky of Mother Earth, feeling connected and grateful for the love of our Mother Earth. Your ball of light is back in the room, right above your head, and the ball of light dissolves, and all the energy of pure unconditional love from the Creator enters your body from the top of your head and is traveling down, feeling all the cells in your body with so much unconditional love, traveling down through your eyes, through your nose, through your throat, through your heart, through your gut, through your waist, through your legs, through your feet, and back into Mother Earth. And you can see this energy traveling down through the rocks and crystals, and it's now back in the center of Mother Earth. And you see now your root, the energy, your energy, and your tree of light energy, of life energy now, with its roots into the Mother Earth center, connecting with it. So now you are grounded, and this energy starts to travel back up through the rocks and crystals, back into the soles of your feet, through your legs, through your waist, and going up and stopping in your heart. And now you know and you feel connected. You feel alive. and you feel pure unconditional love for yourself. Now I want you to imagine a beautiful waterfall of light right above your head, washing away and organizing everything, and taking a deep breath in and feeling grateful and connected. And when you are ready, slowly you can open your eyes. Welcome back.
That was amazing. Oh my goodness. I feel it like I feel like I'm glowing more. Oh my, I can't believe that was that went by so, first of all, that went by so fast, and I feel lighter. I feel brighter. And it's like, you know, I'm like trying to formulate the word. It feels like, you know, all of the worries and the stress, and, you know, I like the part where you're in the ball and you're looking over the earth, that I could see so clearly. And it just, for me, what it brought up is, you know, how we're just such a small part of this bigger energy and bigger universe. And you know, it just put things for me in such perspective, where I was able to surrender so many
Yes.
things in that moment. Like, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, usually the sensation, apart from all that you describe, is also physically feeling very sleepy and in a deep relaxation mode. And what happened is that when we got to Theta and we gave the command to your subconscious mind,
Right.
for the first time, all the cells in your body receive a boost of pure conditional love.
Right.
So this feeling that you are feeling right now, you will notice tonight. First, you're going to sleep well. It's going to be a very good sleep.
Awesome.
Because yes, because you've been in Theta, and usually it takes around a week and a half when we work in a session with limiting beliefs, right? To have all that boost of energy integrated in all the cells of your body. So Theta healing is very subtle. You're gonna start to feel, I'm feeling easy. I'm feeling light. I'm not reacting as I used to, you know?
Right.
Yes.
How powerful. There's a sensation in my brain or my head. You know, I'm trying to think of the right way to describe it, like a almost like a lightness, like a cloud, you know. It's like there's just like, it's amazing. That was incredible. How often should someone do theta healing? Like, how should someone incorporate?
It's according to what you're living, you know. I have different situations. I have clients that we have sessions every week. I have clients that have sessions like twice a month, once a month. It depends on each one situation, because as I said, today what we did is just downloading this unconditional love information to yourself. But we didn't do a session. We work specifically with the limiting belief. And another thing that is important is we do a diagnosis of the limiting belief. How we do that, I forgot, with muscle testing. So muscle testing is a way to communicate, the subconscious mind communicate with your body. So when I make a statement, right, that conflicts with the limiting belief that I have stored in my subconscious mind, the muscles goes weak. So, for example, when I made a statement, right, um, uh, I I I feel unsupported, for example.
Right.
Then I test my muscle, and it was yes. So that's the way we talk to the client, and we understand that that specific limiting belief is the one that is causing the issues.
Ah.
And so you talk to your body,
Right.
and your body responds and confirms what is causing that issue. And then from there, we start the session. Then we take the client to Theta and then start whatever it needs to be canceled and work on.
I love it.
Yes.
I love it. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Now, where can we find you online?
Yes, I have the website. My website is the selfodyssey.com.
Okay.
And I'm also on Instagram as Self-Odyssey, and also on Facebook and on YouTube. I also have a YouTube channel where I share information about Theta Healing workshops. I also do workshops for women, for companies, or for a group of people or friends. It depends on what people want to work. Because we have different kinds of limiting beliefs. One category is, it is a collective limiting belief. It is in the consciousness. Right. So in the culture, for example, so we can do workshops and work like that.
Perfect. Now, before I forget, we were talking, and I don't want to take too much of your time, but before we jumped on, you were talking about something that really is so interesting to me. You were talking about some of the work that you're doing in terms of energy and masculine versus feminine, and, you know, some of the new cool things that you've got developing there. Talk about that for a second, because I think that that's such an important thing, especially now where we are as a society.
Yes. Well, I'm developing a series of meditations for women, and one of the subjects it's masculine and feminine energy. So basically, our brain, we have two sides of the brains, and we have our masculine energy and our feminine energy. So it's important to find the balance in between these two energies. For example, a feminine energy will be related to our gentleness, generosity, be kind, you know, and then masculine energy, for example, having determination, be more assertive, be able to speak the truth, you know. So when we have these energies unbalanced, you know, that also can cause us issues, for example. So if I have the belief that I'm not good enough, and then I'm worried, you know, I need to find more love for myself. So that will be develop this balance, you know, in between my feminine energy and the masculine energy. And as women, we deal with this all the time, right?
For sure.
Some of us have more the masculine energy developed and less of the feminine, and vice versa. And it's all according to the experience that we have for our lives, you know. And Theta Healing also helps that, because if you are working with some limiting belief that is related to the feminine energy and you cancel, you will feel more confident, more secure, right?
Right.
Yeah. So, and in this meditation, basically, it's a guided meditation to find yourself, find that connection with that beautiful energy, either masculine or feminine.
Right.
Yes.
Beautiful. Incredible. We'll link up to all of your site and your YouTube and everything that you're working on, so that our viewers can discover all the abundance that you have to offer. Thank you so much. I could chat with you forever. I love learning.
I know, I love
Amazing.
that. Thank you so much for having me today. And I want to offer you and all your audience a free Theta Healing session. So you
Awesome.
will be happy, yes, to have you in a session for free and your audience.
Oh, what a gift. Oh my goodness. Thank you so.
You're very welcome.
I really appreciate that. I really do. And everyone, you have to take advantage. You could see working with Lesli is just transformational. So we'll link up to that too in the show notes. And thank you for that. What an abundant, what an incredible gift.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
Wishing all the unconditional love for you and your audience. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.